Hello, everyone. Right, we're back. So last time the players tortured and murdered Tanya King, then used the information she gave them to meet Tony Harper, who was her contact, supplying her with the memory wipe drug chips. They went to meet him with V dressed up as Tanya, but he figured out the disguise and fled. The players chased him down and captured him, bundling him into the back of their van, and they are now driving back to their apartment. How's it going?
What we should do is we need to make sure the van isn't outside our house very much. So
before we start, I didn't give you the 50 improvement points from last.
Oh no, you didn't. Sorry, yes,
because we got disconnected. So should we do that very quickly first?
I think I already put them all in seduction. So there's that.
What? Okay. It does appear that you have put them all in seduction. Okay. Arch, what are you putting yours in?
50 points. I'll put 20 in disguise, so I'll get 1 point in that. And then I put the remaining 30 into pick lock, which should give me... Actually, I should have leveled that up already. That'll give me 3, I believe.
Yep. So what? I was looking at another thing there. How much are you putting into pick lock?
I'll put 30 in it. So I have 10.
Yeah.
Which is 2, and then the remaining 30 for 3.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then
what's the skill that's supposed to be underneath interview? My character sheet's got a bit fucked up, I think.
Leadership.
Ah, right.
When you say my character sheet got a bit fucked up, what you mean is I fucked up my character sheet.
Yes.
Can I change them from seduction and put them into stealth?
Of course not.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll get 1 point in stealth that way because I already have 20 IPs in stealth with these extra 50.
I was thinking of putting all of mine into driving, so I can also be a wheelman if needed. So I could get driving 3. I already have driving 1.
Mm-hmm. You could. That might be an idea.
You know what? I'm going to do that. All mine are in driving.
Yeah, if V gets incapacitated, you could do with the spare driver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I have a decent reflex and a driving of 3 now. So I am the spare wheelman.
No, you have the same amount of driving like me then.
I do. But you have a higher reflex.
Right. So you guys have done your points then?
Yes. Lock is reset. Yeah, everything's done.
Okay, right. So you are driving around with Tony Harper in the back. What are you doing?
I'll drop them off at our apartment and then I'll go to park the van at my friend's house.
No, we need to return it to the Fox, really. No, that needs to be done at night, doesn't it? What time is it now?
It is nighttime now. It's gone midnight.
Okay, so I'll just drop them off and then take the van back to the Fox.
Make sure you take some... How many credits have you got on you? Because I tend to keep the credit stash. I'll give you like 2,000 credits to take with you.
Oh, goody.
Just in case. Make sure you mark those on your character sheet.
Yeah, I did mark.
Okay. Just in case. That's your pod money.
Okay.
So you're gonna drop us off at our apartment.
Yeah.
We're gonna bungle.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, let's put a bag on the guy's head or something.
Do we have a bag?
No, I'll take off my shirt to use that as a blindfold.
I'm sure nobody will react to the going around.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm playing a female character. One of you do that.
He's not getting my clothing.
Right, so what are you doing here?
Trying to blindfold the guy.
We're at our apartment.
Well, you're heading back to your apartment, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's you know you're driving through the streets. It's reasonably quiet, but not too quiet. And
Why would you want to blindfold him? Like,
Mate, use a shirt, put it over his head, over his eyes, and then start moving him.
Yeah, I'll wrap him in my trench coat then or something. Like, I'll put the trench coat over his head.
Yeah, you can do something like that.
Right. So, as you turn into, you turn down a road that would head to yours, you can easily see at the end of the road that the road's been blocked off by police cars, and there are various flashing blue lights and lots of people wandering around.
Ram them.
Looks like a crime scene.
Where is this located? Is it
At the end
next
of
to
your
our
road,
apartment?
it appears to be right outside your apartment.
Okay. Maybe they found the body.
I don't see how, but okay.
All right.
We should go to our music studio apartment.
I turn off the lights so that they don't see us from afar, and then slowly turn the van around.
Okay.
Good way to draw attention to yourself there.
Yeah, don't know why you turn off your lights, but I mean that's surely just going to get the cops' attention.
Oh,
But, you turn the van around and you can drive off if you want.
Yeah, we'll go to our. Is
studio.
the money in there? Where did we hide the money?
Oh fuck! we did leave the money in there. Hopefully, they're not at our place.
We'll have to check. We'll have to check at some
Yeah,
point.
we have, but not now because we're a little bit busy right now. So let's.
We are a little.
Right. So are you heading to your new apartment? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, our other apartment.
Yeah. That's fine. You can do that. Scrum, do you want to share your screen actually so people can?
Sure, I can
see
do
the
that.
map?
Application. There we go. So we are now heading to here.
Yeah.
Our other apartment.
Yeah. You get to your other apartment with no particular incident.
Shall we do what we were thinking of doing and like wrap the guy up in a trench coat, basically?
Yeah,
like, put it over his
let's
head?
wrap him up and take him upstairs.
Upstairs.
No,
Into the
to our apartment.
You don't have a staircase.
Oh, okay. Well, just past the door then.
How much money have you got in your scrum?
15,000.
Oh shit! It is our apartment, isn't it? If he asks that question. Is the new apartment?
No, I have 13,000 on me. You have 2,000 on you.
Yeah.
V.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you write that on your character sheet?
Yes, I did.
Good. Just double checking.
Is the sound studio soundproof?
I would assume so.
Oh, goody!
It's not like soundproof, but you've got like, noise dampening foam and whatnot.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, we've got the guy in, haven't we?
Yeah.
He's in the apartment now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got. Didn't you use a stripper clip to time
Yes.
up? You did.
Yeah, he's tied up.
went and bought some specifically, didn't you, Arch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He's basically bound and just sat on a sofa.
We should tie his feet as well.
You can, and you've got his head covered, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what now?
I don't know. I think we were planning on scaring him with the body of Tanya King, but
I'm sure we can find other ways to scare him. We should send V off with the fucking van first, though.
yeah, we should
No,
send you
I
off.
would rather keep the van until we figure out what exactly is with the police.
Oh, we know
Yeah,
what is with the police.
Maybe they're not at our place.
Yeah, likely.
Well, we don't know. If that's the case, I would rather really keep the van.
We need to get it. We have enough to pay the rest to get it armored, don't we?
I
If
believe so.
if we lost the money, I don't want to get it armored.
But we already paid. We already asked the fox. He's already got the stuff. I don't want to piss the fox off. That's not something you want to do.
No, we paid half.
You
of
did
it.
already pay him, didn't you?
Half.
Not
of
all.
You paid
We
half.
paid half of it. No, we paid all of it, didn't we?
No, I think you only paid half.
All right, okay.
We're
paid
going
half
to
of it then.
check, maybe. But still, we did pay half, and it's not going to piss off Fox, because now he has half the money and doesn't have to do the work, so he wouldn't be pissed off.
In that
That's how it
case,
works.
I think we should get the work done.
Yeah, I think we should get the work done, really. I like having an armored van.
Okay, fine, I'll just take the armor van back. I'm driving it back to the Fox.
Okay,
then
you
coming
can drive
right
it
back.
back to the Fox.
Yeah, don't do anything while I'm gone.
Okay, yeah, I mean, one of his assistants brings it back in and says, come back in, what was it, 2 weeks?
No, it was less. I think 1
It
week.
was a bit less.
Yeah,
it was a
we
couple of
spent
days.
1 week. Yeah.
Yes. So you're gonna. I would suggest you get a pod bag.
Yeah, getting a pot back. Whoosh.
10 credits.
Check credits. Check. By the way, who keeps fucking with my character sheet? Because I have a monster dildo 69. which means that someone is freaking out with the character sheet, and I'm not really upset about this trolling, but in the beginning, like, the numbers were completely changed.
I don't think anyone's messing with the character sheet.
Who has access to your character sheet, V?
That's the
Did
question.
you share it publicly with someone?
No.
So it's Sargon then. Bad Sargon.
I'm not, honestly. I would
Well, I don't
spell
have access to
dildo
it, so-
correctly. Dildol. Strikes me as someone who's not a native English speaker. Arch.
I would be able to write dildo. Besides, I don't have
honestly,
access
I think
to
Arch.
V's character sheet.
I think dildo is quite a famous word that even non-English speakers know how to.
Anyway, Arch speaks English better than most English speakers do.
Yes, he does, but that's beside the point.
A Romanian, however, who has access to his sheet.
He's think that V's trolled himself.
And it's
Are
my,
you
my,
saying-
my-
wait,
my-
are
my
you
character
saying-
name was Julia, and now it's written Julie with like a Jew.
I think
I'm
we'll
just
just
saying,
Right.
he was writing a shopping list and he just happened upon the wrong window.
Arch, are you saying that V was an inside job?
I'm just saying that he likes dildos.
Okay,
Well,
so
and that-
anyway, let's not get carried away. I come back, right? Wait, what are you guys doing?
Sure. I don't know.
I
What
don't
are
know.
you guys doing?
We need to ask.
He isn't trying to make a move to get out of the predicament or anything.
He just sat there with the trench coat over his head, like bound.
Well, he's just sat there with sort of like his hands on his knees or arms on his knees, sort of just leaning forward.
I will just.
That's a white boy that got kidnapped by black people. He's not going to resist.
I'm going to ask him. Are you going to do this the easy way, or do you want us to Tana King you?
He says, "I don't really know what you mean."
I ask him, do you really want to find out?
Well, what's happened to her?
Let's
Well,
say
we've.
she's a little bit
I would say,
indisposed.
well, we've got to you. So I think you can imagine what's had to happen to her. And
He just
I
gives
will-
kind of a defeated sigh.
Yeah, I will say it's like depending on which body part you're asking. I could describe different things that happen. I believe one of the pleasant things is when Arch here took a knife and was in the predicament of going for the vag or the clit after burning the knife. And then I started
gotcha.
describing to him in great amounts of details.
God damn it.
Okay.
But yeah, we should probably ask this guy about the memory wipe drugs.
Good thinking. Good thinking, Scrub.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'll just level with him. I'll say that we were told that you were Tanya's contact for the memory wiping drugs. Where are you getting your drugs from?
Right. Okay. Hang on.
Arch, get the knife.
He says, "I can't tell you."
Yeah, I'll tell Arch to get the
Thank you.
knife.
Arch, get the knife. I don't think he'll be as tough a cookie as Tanya King was. So. Captain Wigger over here.
Actually, I just ask Scrump, is this room soundproof?
It's relatively soundproof at the moment. Yeah, relatively.
Okay.
It's not completely.
I mean, basically, if you're going to torture someone, this is a better room to do it in.
How many hit points does this guy have?
The same as you. Why?
I want to shoot him.
He's
in
not
the
that
leg.
badly wounded. He's not like in critical or anything.
I don't even think he is wounded, is he? Oh no,
Yeah,
you shot him in the leg. Of course. Yeah, he's not dying or anything there.
I
Okay,
think he's into serious, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, he is. Arch patched up his wound though.
Yeah, so he's got like.
If I
7 points
take
damage on him.
off my gun and blow his little finger off without like
Let's not make. I don't think we're gunshot soundproof.
without listening to the nagging voice over there, would you actually do damage to him? Like
You'd have to hit him. You'd have to roll. You'd have to hit him. Then you'd have to do an aim shot, and you could fuck that roll up. So
no, I will place the gun barrel right next to his little finger and then like fire.
I don't think you should go straight to blowing limbs off. We could start with light torture again.
Before we even go that far, I'd just like to pose the question: why would you want to shoot his finger off? We have knives.
Yeah, we
Because
do.
it's a lot more badass.
Why would you want to shoot
It's a lot more
man?
stupid.
Badass. I have a soundproof room. I want to use it.
It's not completely soundproof. No, it's sound dampening. It's not soundproof.
Can I try persuasion him before we go to torture?
You could. What do you want to persuade him of?
Where's our GM?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay, so I'm going to persuade him. I will say, look, we had a really tough day. We already tortured someone, and we learned a lot. Please don't make me puke while Arch starts doing really nasty things to you, and just give us the information.
Okay, go on then.
So let me check. Plus an empathy of 9, so it's 60.
I get how high your empathy is, but not like kind of in universe, but not in universe.
I got an 18.
Okay. He says, "Can you take the coat off my head?"
Yeah, I will take the coat off his head.
He says, "Okay, well, look, I want to talk, but I really need to get to the toilet first."
I will say no. You're going to piss yourself right now if you want to.
Let's take him to the
He
toilet.
says, "Actually, it's going to be worse than that."
Yeah,
We can
I'll
take him to the like his hands will still be bound. Like we can take him to the toilet and stand next to him.
Yes, send V to make the man shit himself. Do this thing. And when he inevitably tries to escape, then we can stab him.
Yes.
Is there any way? No, I'm not going to let him. It's like, look, mate.
We'll tie his hands behind his back.
No, I'm not negotiating with him. I'll tell him, like, if you talk, it takes 2 minutes.
Started negotiating with him, V.
Yeah, we already started negotiating.
Yeah, well, negotiations cancelled. Talking takes 2 minutes. Shitting takes more. So start talking.
Or what?
Okay, Arch, just.
We'll torture you and you'll shit yourself.
I'm not the one that's.
He says to you quite calmly and kind of like shrugs with with his hands together, like, "Look, I'm really happy to talk. I'm just part of the street team. I just really need to take a shit."
Yeah, okay. Arch
We can guard him. Like 2 of us can go to the toilet with him with guns to his head.
Hold on. I'll use human perception to see if he's going to try anything.
To smell his asshole.
You're gonna sniff it. You're gonna sniff that asshole. Oh, is he crowning? Is he really crowning?
I'm not sure that's entirely the appropriate terminology. Scrum for Garvey.
Smell his asshole, you dirty gypsy.
17. Does he really want to shit himself, or is he trying to make a play?
Deep breath.
Hang on.
Cyberpunk rulebook, page 743. Pretending to take a dump while trying to escape.
You can tell by his body language that he really does look like he's holding in his shit.
Okay.
Let's take him to the bind his hands behind his back.
His hands are already bound.
Yeah, they're already bound in front of him. You'll have to.
Oh right, okay. Well, still, they're already bound. Like me, like
No, I'll just go away and I come back with the bucket and it's like shit in this.
No, we're not.
You
They
don't
can,
I'll
have
go
a
in.
bucket. You
We're
don't have one.
civilized people.
we don't have a
We
one. We
just
don't have a
take him to
bucket.
the shitter. It'll be
Okay,
fine.
fine,
You're the
I'll
one that
take
has brawling.
Right, I take him to the shitter, and
I'll stand by the door to the shitter with my gun out.
Yeah, I take off his pants. I put him in the toilet.
Well, he can actually take off his own pants.
No,
his
he has
hands
his
tied to him.
hands are bound. Yeah.
Yeah, his hands are bound, but you can still
In front of him.
to the front. Yeah, and unbuckle.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
pants and push them
Okay.
down.
Fine.
And I take it you've got the door open and you're watching him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all watching.
Going to make some great fan art.
With my gun pointed at him, I have my Armalite 44 just pointed at him as he takes a shit as he pinches
Yep.
one out.
He takes possibly the biggest and smelliest shit you've ever seen. He is there literally for like 10 minutes, good solid minutes, just taking an enormous and like really straining a point.
Jesus Christ, man! What did you eat?
I go to the shower, like, which is probably next to the toilet. I take the shower thingy. I just smash it off, so it's just the hose. And after he finished, I go like, okay, turn around.
Would you stop destroying things?
Yeah, V, stop.
I go like, turn around.
But I'm going to assume you haven't actually done this, V.
What?
V,
That sounds
V,
like
no.
a good idea.
It sounds like this sounds like a very good idea.
I'm not wiping his ass, by the way. If you want, I can use a hose, but that's it.
What are you trying to do?
After he takes his shit, he stands up and then suddenly turns around and plunges himself into the toilet bowl.
Okay.
That's adorable.
Both
Pull him out,
hands
V.
head first into the toilet bowl.
Yeah, I guess. Can I make a reflex check to stop him?
You can try.
Fucking Christ. What exactly? I'll use my brawling, I guess.
No, you could just do like a reflex to try and stop him.
Well,
yeah.
you'll need to grapple him, so you can try brawling check.
Yeah.
Trying to get more points into this scrum.
Okay.
I failed.
You do. You know, I rolled a 10 as well for his opposing roll.
He
Yeah,
literally wants to go down the
you try to grab him, but he just elbows you square in the face, and you fall into the bath. And he just plunges his hands into the bowl and then shoves something into his mouth.
Adorable.
No, let's let him take a shit. Whose idea was this? I'm really curious again. Who insisted really hard that we really need to let the man take a shit?
The man needs to take a shit.
Fucking hell.
Are you
okay.
doing anything?
Yeah, I'm getting
We
back
can
up.
try and like.
I'm-
Can I roll to try and stop him? I do also have brawling.
Yeah, you're in the doorway though. I mean, you could go over to him, but he's already done whatever he was doing.
Oh shit.
I will try to pick him up and then, like, forcefully with one hand, pry open his mouth while sticking two fingers inside so he starts puking.
Okay. By the time you pull him back from the toilet bowl, though, he's already foaming and shaking.
Yeah. Arch, start doing your medical skills.
Nah.
Sounds like cyanide to me.
You doing anything?
Nope.
Do a diagnosis.
After a few moments, he stops, covered completely, face like in torso covered in shit, eyes lolling back, just the most disgusting thing I can imagine. Really.
Is he dead?
Mm-hmm.
See, if somebody wants to choose to die like that, I'm not going to interfere.
This is the second time, Scrum. This is the second time. When the fuck will you going to learn?
Bitch Rommel does.
Are you honestly trying to sabotage this campaign? Because I'm starting to wonder at this point. I wanted to bring him a bucket. No, take him to the toilet. I was like, no, let's just interrogate him. I don't care if he shit his pants.
He
No.
could have still taken it out of the bucket. You've.
No, I could have kicked the bucket away. Fuck's
We
sake.
don't have a bucket.
Then you don't get him to the bath to take a shit.
I'm not sure. I just thought we should take the man to take a
Can
shit.
you at least take responsibility for this shit? Now we fucked up the campaign. Is there any way we can even know how we can proceed from this point forward?
I didn't roll a 1 on my reflex check. I mean, Anyway, it's not the end of the campaign. Like,
Okay. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Well, think of something.
Well, I didn't realize that he would literally kill himself by taking a shit. So, who has a suicide shit? I mean, come on.
I did. I honestly knew that he was going to try something.
I thought he was going to try and escape.
Right. He didn't complain about it all the time up till here, right? And all of a sudden he needs to take a shit. And he just can't talk to us.
I thought we were negotiating.
No, I'm too upset to even like just do whatever you want.
I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't even. He is out of evens to count.
On the plus side, at least this body didn't come with a whole lot of screaming before it. So
yeah, we're kind of in the clear.
I will do an awareness check to see if he has anything on him. Like
sure.
Any sort
we
of.
should probably wash him down first, otherwise he'll get covered in shit.
You wash him down.
Let's get him in the bath.
Why?
What?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
It's just a smelly corpse now.
Yes, and it's better served in the bath, out the way.
I was just looking at his nice clean hands and thinking, why me?
Precisely. You are already filthy.
I rolled a 22 trying to pat the shitty body down.
Right, okay. Yeah, you find 3 compact bags of drug chips. They're unmarked. They don't seem to be any different to regular chips. You find 500 credits of cash. You find his mobile phone, which is like a futuristic smartphone. And some house keys. Nothing else of any particular note.
Okay.
I guess we can get someone to hack into his phone.
Yeah, I'll look at this phone. Is it
Does it have like
any contacts or anything? Any messages between people?
Well, someone can try some sort of skill.
Yay.
Basic tech could be useful.
Wipe it off and hand it over.
Yeah, I will like wipe it off with some toilet paper and then give it to you.
Good lad.
I like it how this is all my fault somehow.
Mate, let me explain something to you. When you come up with an idea and no one challenges it, right? Then people can't say it's your fault because you at least had an idea. But when you come up with an idea and you insist on it for like 5 minutes of this video when I was telling you, no, don't do it. And then when you do it anyway, then yeah, I can say it's your fault.
20.
Yes, you managed to unlock his phone.
Goody. What do I find in it?
Well, there are lots and lots of messages from different people. His internet browsing history.
Interracial pornography, I know, but is there anything interesting?
You know the sort of thing.
No, I don't.
I don't like V.
He has like a top tier subscription to big black booties.
When it comes to interracial porn, Sargon, you do seem to have a vast supply of it.
Yes.
It's weird that people don't seem to realize you can just Google interracial porn.
Google can only provide that much.
I don't see why anyone would have porn saved on their hard drive when the internet is just full of it.
You say this, but Google can only provide this much. You know, I mean, I wonder
Google
if I
is
go
limitless practically.
I want to break in right here and just say that, Sargon, you're being judgmental to those of us with shit internet. We have a good reason to store porn on our hard drive. Thank you very much.
I was speaking from a position of privilege. I'm not going to lie.
Precisely.
And also, if you're after certain stuff, it can be difficult. You have to find torrents for certain things. Anyway, we're going to give it Pizzagate now.
You don't have to do it for interracial gay porn. It's everywhere, apparently.
Well,
right.
What
about what about the contacts? Anyone in particular that like any messages that he talks about drugs or anything?
What's the corporation he was involved in again?
Well, someone can use some kind of library search on his phone if you want.
Yay.
Add your lock. Yeah, add your lock to it, because if we fail...
Dude, I've got nearly plus 11 bonus to library search.
Okay.
Basically, the only way I properly
If you
fail
roll a
this
one,
is
yeah.
if I roll a 1, which
And
happens
it'll be a
the
fail
fucking
anyway.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know if luck is really going to help that much here. The minimum roll I can get without luck is what? 13? Which isn't great, but still.
15 is probably what you want to make sure you pass, though.
15 minimum, okay. Do I want to use luck on this? It seems like such a worthless thing to use luck on.
Yeah, but if we fail this, our campaign is kind of hitting a dead end.
Yeah, there's always other things we can do.
Fine. I'll throw on 2 points of luck then. Watch me fucking critical fail this B, you gypsy mother.
No, oh.
There we go. 22.
Really?
Or 21, actually.
You spend probably about an hour going through various sort of threads and emails and whatnot. And eventually,
Penises, phone number, penises.
actually,
picture.
there are a lot of pictures of tits and asses. The guy seems to be a fairly boring dude.
Wow.
Eventually, you find a series of deleted messages, but not cleared out of the deleted folder, from a guy called Robert Town, telling him to meet
What
a
a
man
silly boy.
called Ethan Clark at his home in Riverside, and it has the address attached.
Robert Town in River Run. Got you.
Sorry?
Was that a
Robert
river
Town
run?
a message from someone called Robert Town telling Tony Harper, the man who's dead, to meet someone else called Ethan Clark at his home in Riverside and with the address attached.
Where is Riverside?
Riverside is one of the more upmarket areas of the city.
So we need to dress up. It's
I can skin a Sean King and go there impersonating him.
when is the meeting taking place?
Oh, this is an old email. I mean, this is...
There's no mention of that. There's probably not a meeting. He already went to that meeting and all do like they had.
Okay, so can you mark it on our map so we can see where it is?
I can.
Ooh, there's a bigger map.
High rent area.
The red dot is Ethan Clark's house. Well, I say house, but yeah.
It's a
Where's the red
mansion.
dot?
or what?
I don't see it. Oh, there we go.
So can we just walk? Can we drive there, or do we need papers?
Is it walled in, basically?
Yeah, do they have checkpoints set up?
Tell me, do they?
Don't worry.
That'd be
I've
kind
got
of
this.
a general
Google.
knowledge.
General knowledge.
You can make a general knowledge check if you want.
Wouldn't I be able to know since I didn't lose my memory?
This is what a general knowledge check is.
Silly V. Critical fail.
No, you don't know anything about it.
Oh, I'll try to see if I know.
I've got another one. I've still got Google.
Where is general knowledge? Actually, you do have the phone.
15
Yeah.
for a Google search.
What are you trying to do, by the way?
I'm looking up the address and any related information like that. You know, Google Maps, whatever.
Yeah, the Google Maps isn't really that amazing though. It's basically what you can see on the screen now. Because I got this from Google Maps.
Precisely. Right, I entered into Google Riverside Security.
Yeah, it's certainly in a very nice area.
Do we need papers to go there?
Probably be very surveilled.
Do we need papers to go there, or is it just...
You don't need papers to travel there, but there's undoubtedly going to be private security.
Well, the first thing we need to do really is figure out what's happened to our apartment.
Nah, police officers. It's fine. Let's just go kill people.
Yeah, let's... We don't know if this Ethan Clark is even the objective. I just know he was meeting the dude. But
Yeah, but it'd be fun with a nice big fucking firefight for once.
yeah, I agree. Let's go back to our apartment and see.
Did we have any way of contacting the corporate dude again?
Who?
The one who gave us the mission.
What was his name?
Oh, Gavin White.
Gavin White, yes.
You don't have a direct mode of contact to him, but you do have chips in your heads.
That's true enough.
Go in front of the mirror and like, dear Mr. Gavin White, start date.
Yeah, no, I do actually think that it would be a good idea to send V in front of a mirror, and I can just look at him. Just like,
actually, V's the only one who doesn't have a chip.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm gonna just stare at him. He speaks. I record because I are a robot.
Okay.
Nah, why not? Fuck it. We can literally just try that because it would be nice. Because our original goal was to figure out where it's coming from, and it's obviously coming from a high-rise area.
Yeah.
There might be information he's interested in.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, you're trying. So what? You're having a conversation with each other, saying, "How do we get into contact with Gavin White?"
Yeah.
Yes, he might be interested in this information, and then I wink furiously at the mirror.
All right. And what next?
Well, our apartment is obviously under surveillance, so that's good.
Well, it's not obvious. I'm actually going to check it out.
Oh yes, I'm sure that'll work out just fine. While V goes and gets himself fucking killed.
Yeah.
Let's see. The lady we bought the apartment from, we gave her a bullshit address, I believe. We gave her our old apartment, didn't we? So they're not going to find much there.
No, that's true. It'll just be a war zone.
Yes, it would be a war zone, pretty much.
But, yeah. Now you have evidence left there. Good job.
Evidence? That's where?
Footprints.
Footprints? We're in a
fingerprints,
fucking
DNA.
concrete city, you fucker.
DNA, fingerprints.
Yeah, but they have to have someone to match it with.
Oh, do you have a previous criminal record? Because maybe you do.
We don't. Our only criminal record is when we fucking broke into that place, got murdered little children, got abducted. But that was by corporate security.
I am going back towards our apartment just to see what's up.
Like I said, while Vigos gets himself killed, is there any vulnerabilities we have in that area? There's DNA, obviously, but are they actually going to have a fucking DNA database for us? Unlikely.
You already know they won't because you've never been in trouble with the feds before.
There you go.
But V, you want to go back to your old apartment or the second?
Well, not right to its front door, but I am going to, just survey the area, see if there's any police left.
Yeah, there's a police presence out the whole night.
Okay, I will go back and I guess we'll try the next day. Actually, are there any people around?
I think what would actually be better to do is assess what you have on you.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to make that any more clear in English.
Well,
what are your characters carrying on them right now?
We're carrying 15,000 credits, which is what we took from the stash, and we're carrying the stuff we have on us. That's it.
Yeah, but let's make a list of that because the other stuff will be in the apartment.
Well, I'm carrying pretty much everything.
Yeah, everything that's on me. So I guess that's the Budget Arms Auto 3 pistol, the Stormmeyer Steakhouse 10, and then ARK-20 covered in a duffel bag.
Right, okay. Scrump, you're the person with lots of stuff. What do you have on you? No, he's muted himself for some reason. Okay, well, we'll worry about Scrumps in a minute because whatever you don't have on you is still back at your apartment, and clearly it's been taken.
Clearly.
So You are telling us as the GM that the police is at our apartment.
Well, you went back to your apartment to find the police still standing outside.
There's an apartment building, so I assume that there might be the chance someone else.
A very slim chance.
Yeah, very slim chance, but hoping, hope dies
Sorry,
last.
I'm back now. Rather ironically, I had to go take a shit.
At least you survived.
Yeah, I survived. Barely.
Right, okay, so what do you have on you, Scrump?
Well, credits-wise.
No, just stuff-wise. 'Cause, I mean, you don't have like 6 metal spikes, a mallet, 15 meters of sturdy rope, or anything like that. Right?
We have the credits.
Yep.
We do have the duffel bag. We have the helmets. Because we went fucking armored up to the teeth.
Yep. Yep.
We don't have the goggles, do we? No.
Probably none of the rest of the stuff, is it?
Since we lost the money, I'm assuming we should pull back from the Fox because he is going to ask for how much was it? Like 15,000 or?
I think it was 10,000.
It was 10,000, and we can afford that.
Yeah, you paid 10, and you need to give them another 10.
We have 15,000 left, so
yeah, we have 15,000 left. We're going to have problems with the money. I'd rather have it for something else.
No, let's use it. It's still 5,000. Is we can't just spend on willy-nilly stuff like.
Yeah, the question is, do we really need the car to be armored?
Yes.
It'd be very useful, yes.
Considering our next mission appears to be breaking into a high security zone, I think we need the car to be armored.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Let's wait 1 week then until the car finishes being armored, and maybe we're going to be contacted by Gavin White.
That would be wonderful. But yeah, we'll probably chill out for a week. But first, we'll have to. We've got to get. We've given the car back. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the car's back at the Foxes.
Lovely. Then we'll wait until it's done first and foremost, I think.
Okay.
What about the body?
Yeah, what about the body?
We'll just eat it.
No.
I agree with Arch. We're going to eat it.
Just leaving it in the bath? Or what?
Body disposal. Fine. Well, I guess we can just melt the fucking thing. How advanced do we want to get with this? We could do funny things with his corpse.
Carpool lane?
Now, if we got lye plus warm water, we could clean off the flesh easily enough, and then we could put his bones into grenades. That'll be amusing.
No, we're not making bone grenades. What Warhammer 40k shit is this?
Yeah, it's fine. We already have
Chaos Warrior.
This is getting way too edgy.
We'll buy a small plastic jar, we'll put the grenade in the jar, and we'll fill it with bone dust or whatever. Just small scraps of bones. It'll be more fun.
Bone grenades?
It'll be wonderful.
God,
Right.
That sounds like a suboptimal MTG card.
Okay, so are you just leaving his body in the bath or something?
No. I think we need to at least cover him with like some lye, and then like put him. We need to get some bin bags. Like
How much did the Fox ask for getting rid of a body?
More than we want to use now.
yeah, we don't have enough funds for that at the moment.
It's just that I would rather speed things up. That's all.
Yes, I know, but no, I'm not going to go there. Fine. Lye is probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, you'll probably need about 100 credits worth of lye to do the entire body, which you can get, I suppose, the next day.
Yeah, lye is a normal thing, so.
Yeah.
I think Gavin White might be able to dispose of a body. It's like, oops, we accidentally shot him.
Right. Okay. So, are you going out the next day to get that Arch?
Yeah, we should get some lye. We should get some lye and a hacksaw. Not from the same place, but from different places.
It's like you want to get caught, Scrump. I swear.
No. That's why I said from different places.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, for say 150 credits, you can get lye and a hacksaw from 2 different shops.
Yes, we're not idiots. Well, apparently we are because we let people take a shit. But
Is there a bathtub in the apartment, or what kind is it?
Yeah, you have a bathtub.
All right, is it porcelain?
Yes.
Goody.
that means we won't melt it.
You can put him in it and melt him if you want.
Now, the thing is,
can we also-
lye doesn't dissolve porcelain, but hydrofluoric acids would. That's the difference here.
Yeah, we're not going to get hydrofluoric acid, though. That's the thing.
Is there a stove?
Yeah, you've got an oven with hobs and stuff.
Okay. Is there a water tap?
Yes.
Goody. Okay, because we would have to boil water to do this.
Yeah, we'll have to use warm water, obviously, but we can just use warm water out the shower.
Yeah, you
It
should
needs to be a bit warmer than that.
Oh yeah, boiling water.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
get-
it does
make-
need to be boiling. Yeah, I'm looking
we'll make
it
some
up
cans
now.
of- How to dispose of a body with lye.
Actually, I googled how long does it take a body to dissolve in lye. It didn't take me long to find out. It's about 3 hours.
Ah,
Takes a
the
little
watch
while, but not
list.
too
You
bad.
are on the watch lists.
The problem is the bones, but we can fix that.
Yeah.
Put them in bin bags.
Also, you might want to get a large plastic container.
Yes.
How much will we need? We'll need at least what? Nice big fat 5-6 liter tub at least.
Yep. Let us go find that, and some like bin bags as well, in case just to make sure there's no spillage.
Lidded plastic tubs. Of course,
Yes.
lidded. Duct tape.
Yep.
Let's see. I've got a knife. We could use a hammer as well, actually. Yes, we'll need a hammer. A relatively nice big fat one, not one of those, nail bashing hammers, but a nice big mallet thingy.
A
Not
mallet, yes.
two-handed, but
So we're looking for a mallet, duct tape, and some nice big plastic containers with lids.
Okay, probably another 100 credits in total.
Okay, so we spent total about 250 credits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me mark that off.
I'm trying to think back to the last time I had to dispose of body, what I used.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, you've got all of this stuff. You can go home. It's not hard to find.
Yep, we've got all that stuff. Let's go home.
Yes.
Do you need me for the rest of the day?
Yeah, you'll be the one picking the bones out of the goop. Don't worry.
Okay,
I've got gloves for you.
I'll do my heavy weapons wheel of fortune again.
With what money?
See, I don't care at this point. It's a mission. Just by knowing the guy and having the contact would make me happy.
You remember how a few moments ago you bitched about wasting time?
Well, again, I'm asking, do you need me for anything? Because just by asking me now, we're wasting time. If you just let me, I'd have rolled by now, and you'd have been
I love
on
your
with
fucking
business.
logic.
So, 16, let's see.
So what?
Rolling for someone that knows heavy weapons times 15.
Hang on. What are you trying to do, V?
Find heavy weapons.
Okay.
Street deal. Heavy weapons. 23 roll.
You failed to find any heavy weapons.
You didn't even know how much I rolled. I hate
I can see it. You got 23.
Okay.
Right, well, standard procedure, body and bathtub, clothes off, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll break any bones that need breaking to fit him into the bathtub.
Believe it or not, you don't have to break any.
Yeah. Ah.
A little while
Finally.
Now I'm just thinking, shit, Norwegian bathtubs sound hardcore. Fucking. So, yeah, I take it you're pouring the lye in there with him?
We got some water boiling on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we'll have to boil quite a bit.
We will.
Okay.
The
How about?
whole procedure will probably take something like probably up to 10 hours, probably.
Yeah, probably. Let's try some kind of check. See how long it takes. I would say maybe a chemistry check.
For lye, I'm not mixing lye. I'm just literally sprinkling lye and then pouring water on it.
Yeah, but
That's
there's
about
got
as
to be some
chemical.
form of technique to this. There's undoubtedly a way of fucking it up. So
Yes, the pouring water technique.
So,
I'm not saying it's
well,
going to be a difficult check.
I mean, I'm literally operating.
Arch, you've got an intelligence of what? 9?
Yes,
Just
and that
roll fucking
intelligence
dice.
is telling me that I wouldn't need a chemistry check to pour water on someone.
Just make it. No, it's
just
not
do
the
the
pouring
chemistry
one.
check. You want to not to waste time. You're gonna roll a 1, you know it.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you spend, about I don't know, an hour sorting it all out, but after about an hour, you've got the body essentially covered in the mixture, and it's bubbling away, or whatever it does.
I think it does bubble. It's
No,
quite
I
an
imagine
exothermic
it.
reaction, but
It bubbles and oozes a little bit. Quite nastily, actually.
well, welcome to Body Disposal Punk 2020.
The smell is going to be pretty horrifying, but then again,
Yeah, it's kind of par for the course.
business as usual in an apartment filled with immigrants, etc. The average Indian
the
dinner would
strangers.
probably smell worse.
Well, at least he took the poo to the loo. There is that. But yeah, we should kind of just wait for the body to dissolve.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually a good idea. The fucking smell is going to be pretty bad.
You do have to open a few windows.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be dangerously bad. It's going to be a pretty fucking nasty smell, but most people don't know what a melting body smells like, so I don't think it's going to be a huge problem.
We'll put his remaining clothes in a trash bag.
Okay.
Could we neutralize the smell somehow? Probably could.
You get some oust or something. We're gonna get some Febreze. We're gonna wash the body with Febreze. Is that it?
No, I mean just good old-fashioned baking soda sprinkled on top of him should neutralize some of it. The thing is, I've never done this experiment, so I don't know by how much. Oh, fuck it. It's too much bother.
Yeah, that's too much bother for something that may or may not help. So, dissolving the body, doop doop doop, dissolving the body music.
Sorry, what exactly are you doing?
We're
That
waiting for
reminds
the
me.
body to dissolve. I think.
Oh, right. Well, you'll have to wait the night basically.
Scrump, you should go and buy a bucket.
We already have a bucket.
No, you don't.
We bought a giant container.
Oh, that's not a bucket.
Yes, but we need something to ooze the goop from the bathtub into the bucket.
I'm gonna go buy a bucket.
Yes.
Okay, 10 credits.
I got a bucket.
Buy a couple of shitty towels while you're there as well, because there's going to be
I'm gonna
plenty
buy
of
some shitty towels. Hello,
30 credit.
shopkeeper. One bucket, 2 shitty towels.
Yeah, 30 credits.
That's 40 credits overall. God, our money looks so much less now. Okay, I bring you the shitty towels and the bucket.
Lovely.
The time to be alive.
I hope this campaign's going exactly as you expected.
It's going exactly as I expected, like to a scary degree.
All right, we'll wait for it to dissolve.
Okay, it's going to take all night, practically all night. So,
Bubble, bubble, pop.
We should
are
rest.
you going to stay up or are you going to sleep?
We should there's no reason to watch the body dissolve unless you're fucking weird.
Just standing there with an erection. That's all.
I mean, it'd be fun.
Yeah,
Right.
rest.
Okay, yeah. You're awakened in the middle of the night with a knock at the door.
That would be the neighbors bitching about the smell.
Oh, it's Gavin White. I'll just open the door.
We'll have a look first.
Before we let V potentially endanger all of our lives.
Let's look through the peephole. See if we can see anything first.
You don't have a peephole.
Oh shit. Who is
I'm
it?
just going to grab my weapons first and foremost, then send Scrump over to the door.
Too.
And
Okay.
just
Grab our weapons, armor up, put our helmets on.
That'll take like half an hour.
No, it won't take
Well,
an hour.
probably not half an hour. Okay, not half an hour, but you know, that'll take a suspiciously long amount of
Fine,
time.
we'll just grab our weapons then.
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine that we keep them within arm's reach because, you know.
Presumably you've picked up a gun each then.
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing?
Should we just ask who it is?
Yes, go over and ask who it is first.
I shall go over to the door and shout, "Who is it?"
Very sort of deep voice says, "It's me. Open up."
Okay, open the door.
Who's me?
You open the door, and Gavin White walks in with his sort of usual military demeanor. He sniffs the air and says, "Who are you dissolving?"
Dinner. We ran low of funds, and so now we're procuring soap to wash ourselves with. Don't worry, it's not a Jew.
To make soap, first you render fat.
He just points towards the bathroom and says, "In here, I presume," and then carries on and lets himself in. He has with him 4 very large, well-armed looking goon squad members. They don't say anything. They just take up positions in the hallway.
Yeah, I'll just say, I assume you saw what happened.
What happened with what?
He killed himself. He was our lead, and he decided to kill himself before we interrogate him, but we found the information on his cell phone.
He says, "What did you find exactly?"
I give him the cell phone, and then I just give him the lowdown so he can see for himself.
Mm-hmm. He Right, okay, give me a minute.
Am I standing there naked right now, just waving my winky at him?
Yeah.
Good.
we're like fucking degenerates at this point.
He seems totally unfazed.
He's had many a winky waved at him before.
I think he may have done worse. Give me a minute.
Are you saying he's a winky waver?
He might be gay. I'm gonna go put on some pants.
Yeah, he's enjoying it now. It's getting a bit weird. It's not good. It's not fun if they enjoy it. Does he know what happened to our apartment?
Yes, obviously. Police happened to our apartment.
No. Like, does he know exactly what happened to our apartment?
No harm in asking.
Stargon's not so subtle hints. Apparently, somebody heard her screaming.
Well, actually,
that
no
would bring
harm
that
in
much
asking.
attention in such an area, but
No harm in asking. I'll just ask him. Do you happen by any chance to know what happened in our apartment? There was police.
the harm in asking is that he thinks you're even more of an idiot than he already does.
Well, I don't mind. I'll just ask.
He already has like he's like Baron Trump. He has disdain for plebs, so I don't think he can have any more disdain for us.
Sargon, are you there?
It's fine. He's gonna beat his kid. It's all okay. But yeah, I don't think his disdain for us can reach lower levels. If anything, us disarming a body has probably mildly impressed him.
Right. Gavin White has a read through the emails and looks slightly perplexed. He says, "Right, this is troubling."
He read through the Podesta emails.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why there are all these references to cheese pizza. So yeah, he says that this is troubling because the address that you have here is for one of the top scientists at Tritech Global. It's going to be very difficult for me to do anything with this because he works for Levanchi Security, who is most of Levanchi's funds come from Tritech Global. So he can hardly start launching what will be perceived to be a political attack on one of their top scientists. So he says that I want you to go and find out why this is happening, where the money's coming from, not only who is Robert Town, why is he paying him to make these chips?
I'll ask him if we get any better equipment for this job, because it seems that we're going to get ourselves killed.
He doesn't want us to launch an attack on it.
He just shrugs and says, "That's not my problem."
Does he have any pull with the police?
What do you mean?
Does he have any pull? Does he know any corrupt cops, or would he be able to get his? Would he be able to get his stuff in our apartment, basically?
Oh, well, that's probably. We don't have much in our apartment other than the money.
Yeah.
He says no. That's all gone. It's gone. That's all in the system, and I won't be able to get it.
Fuck.
Does he know how just out of curiosity and for our amusement, does he know how the police found out about the victim in our apartment? Because it went.
I imagine it's free.
He just shrugs and says, "I don't know," but presumably reported by a neighbor.
Remarkably noisy neighbors for a fucking gang neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, we did torture someone. There is that.
You actually weren't in a gang neighborhood.
No, we really weren't. Oh well.
You're actually in just quite a neutral area.
We should have taken her to the music studio at first. Ah, well. Anyway, no point crying over spilled credits.
Mm-hmm. Right, so yeah, he says, well, you have the address.
Right, now that the children are done speaking, there is one small problem. I'll address Gavin White directly here. You want us to get information out of this, correct?
Yeah, he says that ideally, we would need to know why Robert Town is giving him money to produce these chips.
All right, well...
Proof of this would be useful.
Acquiring the proof itself might not be the biggest problem. The real issue is he's in a high-security neighborhood.
He is.
And the only real way we're probably going to get in there is the hard way. We're not entirely sure how much information we'll get out of that. Do you have any way in? Papers,
he says the all Tritech Global employees are covered by the premium Levanchi security contract, which I have control over.
That'll do.
Oh.
So
is there a good way to lure him out of that neighborhood to make things even simpler? Well, we have the phones.
He shrugs and says, I don't know. But I can make sure that any calls for reinforcements or a response from the authorities to his apartment go through White's jurisdiction, and he can make sure that they're treated as false alarms.
Reinforcements.
He can only do this. He can only do this for about 3 hours on one evening, though.
Oh, that should be more than enough.
Hold on. Reinforcements. How many active?
Well, like police response.
Yeah, but does he have any active security, like people that will be on the premise?
He says he will undoubtedly have some active security that I won't be able to influence.
Does he at least know the numbers, or could he give us any information that would help? Would it be possible for us to infiltrate give us some uniforms from Levanchi Security so we can pose as Levanchi Security?
No, because if you're caught or killed, I'm not going to be connected to you.
Oh, sorry. Fuck.
Can I persuade them? It's like just how much do you want this job done? Because if we're getting killed, the job will not be completed, and let's just say both of us will be unhappy with the situation.
He says, well, you'll be dead, and I will simply have to find another patsy.
Can I try to persuade him and say, do other patsy are really easy to find nowadays?
Yes.
I rolled a 23.
You weren't difficult to find.
There's tens and thousands of desperate Negroes reeking around the streets. I'm sure he'll have no problems.
You've had his response. He's not persuaded.
Okay.
Goody. I was getting a bit sick of this. Now we can go shoot people.
Can he at least give us, if he knows, the guys, like we got for Tanya King, like his daily schedule? Where does he work? What does he do? So we can... He
just looks at you and goes, I don't have his daily schedule. But I imagine that during the day, he goes out to his day job at Tritech Security. At Tritech Global.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, what happened last time?
I don't know. Hangouts just took a shit on me.
Okay.
You think we could kidnap him on his way to his job, Arch?
Nope.
Why?
Because we'd have to stake out the neighborhood to find his daily routine, and I'm not trusting your stealth kills to sneak into an upscale neighborhood.
I have a stealth skill of 7.
Yes, and you're gonna have to do this for like a fucking week.
We could ask the spider.
We don't have enough money for the spider.
Why? This is important. Let's just fucking kill everyone.
Okay, fine. Let's just kill everyone. We're telling him we're doing it tonight. Well, actually, not tonight. In a week, because our van needs to be armored.
Yeah, we'll tell Wyke that we need to wait a week to get some equipment up. So, does he need to get the date in advance, or can we, wink at the mirror or something?
Well, he says that tell me the date you want to do it on, and I'll tell you when you can on that day.
All right, preferably during night time.
Mm-hmm.
1 week from now, let's say 9 days, a little extra time to prepare.
9 days, okay.
Wouldn't it be better, like, to infiltrate during the day when probably security is lower?
Yes, but it'll be way easier to spot you, wouldn't it?
And he won't be there during the day, V.
No, but we can just go in and hide and wait for him, like we did with Tiny King.
I'm sure it won't go wrong at all.
No, especially considering the massive stealth skill of Momoa.
With Tanya King it worked, but okay.
With Tanya King didn't have any fucking guards.
Except the 5 guys trading her when we actually got my character killed.
Yeah, but that was when you attacked her in the park. Her house, she didn't have anyone.
Yes, but it's 9 days from now at
Okay,
night.
he says 9 days from now at midnight, the security system will be effectively disabled. There'll be no reinforcements sent to his apartment.
Hold on, I'll try to persuade him one more time. It's like, look, Mr. White, we never asked.
You've already tried persuading him.
No, I'll try to ask him something else. We never asked him for a
ask him
favor.
anything you want, but you're not going to persuade him of that.
Would you be able to give us some VR goggles if we pay for it? It would really help with our mission.
No.
Of course not. Obviously. You're acting like a machine, Mr. White. It's like all of your answers are predetermined by a computer.
V, you don't seem to understand how negotiations work.
Honestly, it seems to me as almost he doesn't really care if this job
He
is bust or
doesn't
not.
fucking care. Oh, Lord.
Look, V, you have to understand, right? If you guys all die in the attempt, he loses very little. It's just a setback on a mission that he's been engaging in for years now. So, you are disposable cannon fodder to him.
Okay, now that's cleared up. And there goes Scrump again.
Yeah, we'll wait for him to get back. But right, okay, is there anything else you want to ask Wyke before he goes?
Let's see. Try to global. Actually, does he have access to any kind of employee records there? Anything at all?
Employee records where, sorry?
At Tritech, security records, for example, for mid to low level personnel.
He says, of course.
What was the name of Scrump's bitch again?
Which one?
The one we met at the library ages ago.
Oh, I can't remember. You'll have to remember that. Scrump will have to remember his SJW love.
Yes. I've been taking notes of most things, but I don't think I bothered with her.
Oh, well. Let's hope Scrump did. So yeah, in 9 days' time, on midnight of the 9th day, for 3 hours, all security requests from the Ethan Clarke's compound will be ignored as false alarms.
Yes.
He says that he will also make sure that automated face recognition software does not pick up your faces.
Goody. Oh, like that fucking matters at this point, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now I haven't noted her name, so I'll have to hope. Scrub
It's okay.
remembers, I
We
guess.
can just watch the video where we played, and you can find her name.
You could. Yeah, he says, right, 9 days, midnight. Don't fuck this up. And then leaves.
I wave my winky at him as he leaves.
Okay, he goes.
Scrump is apparently. Should we just end it there then? I guess with Scrump having this much problems.
Well, yeah, apparently he just says it won't let him back into the call. I mean, I guess we'll have to, but at least we know exactly what's going on next time.
Yeah, we've gotten over the hump, so to say, and we have a plan of what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes, I mean, is there? I mean, this is why I was like, right, okay, maybe do a quick inventory check. But if you know what you've got, yeah, I mean, before you go on this this mission, if there's nothing else in particular, I guess we will. Because I mean, if Scrum can't get back in, we can't be continuing that.
Yeah. The only thing I lost is my respectable outfit. The rest obviously got shoved into my leather trench coat.
Yeah. And anything unwieldy like the bag with the assault rifle, you leave in the van.
Yes.
Oh no, that's at the Foxes, isn't it?
Yeah. So we don't have access to that at the moment, I believe.
Yeah. He's not going to steal your stuff. He's too professional for that. Right. Okay then. Right. We'll end it there. Sorry, it's a shorter episode today, but we started a bit late because things came up in real life for people. And apparently, Scrum can't get back in, so we can't carry on. But next week's one should be quite interesting. See you all later, guys.